What is up, guys? Wunzy Gaming here. I got another video for you. It's been a long time, but I am hopping back on. I haven't given Shadowlands a shot yet, so keep that in the back of your head, in front of your head, whatever you want to do. I'm probably going to be coming back to Shadowlands. Definitely intrigued by what I've been seeing. Those of you that have been around since the Legion days know that Legion was my bread and butter. That was where I played a ton, played every single class, got them to max level, and I've kind of been doing that on Classic. I was going to make a video on Classic about max levels and all this good stuff, and every class to max level and what I thought about it, but I haven't leveled Priest or Druid yet, and I'm finishing up my Hunter, and I think that's where I'm going to stop. I don't want to level anymore. Boosting is just kind of what it is. That's like kind of the meta now, so there's not really a way to be like, oh, this was the best class to level, because nobody traditionally levels anymore in Classic. So anyway, this is a video about Phase 6 gold making. This is probably going to be consistent throughout the entirety of Phase 6 and the rest of Classic. But right now, the first few weeks of Phase 6 is where you're really going to make the gold here. A lot of people have talked about this. A lot of people have already brought this up, so I'm not going to spend a crazy amount of time on this. This is just a tip that I can give to you guys. It's Scarlet Monastery. If you have herbalism, there is a farm there, and if you're a rogue, you make even more gold. I'll show you how. It's just basically with the chests that you can get, and I'll go through all that. Hope you guys enjoy this. It's just a little bit of classic content, but I am going to be rolling out some videos going forward, so keep that in mind. Please please subscribe. It's going to help so much. Love you guys, and I will see you guys at the next video. All right, welcome back, everybody. Wunzy here. So this is just going to be a quick little just glance over of the Scarlet Monastery farm. Now, the Scarlet Monastery farm is for those with herbalism only. I believe 225 is all you need for this. It might even be less than that, but 225, you're definitely going to be able to do this. And what you're looking for are your grave moss and your fade leaf. Now, these are materials that are used in the greater shadow protection potions. I'm sorry if you hear the background noise, but used for those potions in Naxxramas. So I like to point out this group here that I'm running into first, just because there's a chest here. Now, there are still some really good items you can get out of chests here, whether it be Swift Thistle or just BOE blues that people like to use for twinking. Now, twinking is not super popular in Classic, at least not on my server. It's decently popular, but in other servers, I imagine that it's going to be a lot more popular. This is one of the spawn points for those chests. Now, I think in Burning Crusade, if we do get Burning Crusade servers, depending on how they make the items work and how transfers are going to work or whatnot, is going to be dependent on what the twink market does. Now, the twink market right now is just okay, but in Burning Crusade, it kind of explodes because you can really make them extremely powerful. They're powerful now in Classic, but in Burning Crusade, they become even more powerful. So right here is the second chest location. So these chests can either be on this side in front of the statue that we're in right here, or the statue to the left of it, or I guess it'd be to the right of it if you're looking at it, or they can be on the other side of the cathedral or the graveyard in the same spots on the other side. So just look out for those on both sides, and then loot them and see what's in there. I don't pick up the greens, but if you're an enchanter, you can pick up the greens, I guess. On my server, again, stuff just does not sell very well. It's just decent. The market's just not great there. But you kind of run right down the middle, and you're looking for your grave moss. Now, you can get anywhere between 8 grave moss in one graveyard run to as little as 2 or 0, really. There have been runs that I have had 0 grave moss spawns. So here, I don't want to fight these guys. I don't have Blade Flurry up. Sounds like people are street racing outside. I don't have Blade Flurry up, so I don't really want to get into a fight right now. So I just going to grab the grave moss, and then I'm going to run over here. There's spawns all in here. I don't see any, so I'm going to go ahead and run out. Now, during this farm, you can go into Cathedral if you want to make the most of your herbs, but you're not going to get a lot of Fade Leaf, if any, in Cathedral. I have heard there is a rare spawn of Fade Leaf in there. I've never seen Fade Leaf in Cathedral. In Cathedral, if you want Goldthorn, you can go in there. Goldthorn can be worth a good amount of gold. And then there's Life Root, which is, on my server, worth basically nothing. But if you want to make the most of your resets, because you're going to hit your instance cap in an hour by doing this, by all means, you can run into Cathedral and then grab the herbs that are in there. You just go to that little outdoor spot, and then just grab the Life Root and Goldthorn that's going to be popping up there. I do not do that in these runs. I just log on, get my 5 quick runs in, and then log out and go take care of stuff. Now I'm stealthing because there are a lot of horde here. As you can see, they're everywhere. They're not very hostile. I've only run across one guy that decided he wanted to be a dickhead. Everybody's here for the same thing. They're here to farm. They're here to boost whatever they're doing. They're not here to fight or PvP or make this a battle zone. Now, this is just a great way to make gold. If you want to sell the raw materials on my server, these materials are selling for an obscene amount of gold. Or to make your own, greater shadow protection potions. They are insanely expensive on my server right now. Talking about 19 gold a piece on the cheap end. So, I mean, for average around 23 gold a pop. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to farm my own materials. I'm doing this for my own potions. I'm going to make them. This character is herb and alchemy. I'm just going to make them myself. But I thought, hey, you know what? Some people may have alts. I have a warlock that has herbalism as well that I am going to be bringing here and just getting the materials for selling. There you can see there I picked up an arcane resistance ring. Not really a big resistance ring, but anything with resistance on it, I'm going to buy it because you never really know. You might be pleasantly surprised. Here I get like a pretty just bad fade leaf spawn, just one. It's fine. You're going to only get one here in armory, and you're going to get one in library. What I meant by one spawn is it only procced once. I only got one fade leaf. You can get up to 3. So best case scenario is you get a triple here in armory and you get a triple in library, and then you reset and you do it all over again. Now, the gold per hour is really conducive on the amount of herbs that you're getting. I know that's the big question people are going to be asked is, well, what can I expect per hour? There's a few variables that go into this. The first variable, of course, is your luck with how many procs you get, how many spawns that you get. Your second variable is your server. Now, on my server, I was averaging around, and this is just what I was averaging on this character, I was averaging around 150 gold per hour, depending on where the market was at. Now, that's at the high point. It's going to average down to probably about 70 to 90. I was getting really lucky on some of my procs. I'm talking about going into graveyard and walking out with 7 grave moss in one run, 7 to 8 grave moss in one run. I mean, just obscene. It's typically not what you're looking at. You're looking at maybe on average 4, maybe 5 on a good run for grave moss. Walking out with anything more than 5, I would say, is a very good graveyard run. But for 1 hour on multiple runs, I was walking out of there with 7, 8, even 9 grave moss, and just insane. Getting stuff inside my chests and swift thistles and all kinds of stuff. And my gold per hour went up to like about the 150 range. But I would say, like on average, you can look at 70 gold an hour easy here, and this run takes nothing. It literally takes 3-4 minutes and you're done. So if you guys liked the video, please go ahead and hit that like button. If you are new here, please consider subscribing. We're on a road to 1K subscribers. I would love to get there. I'm going to get back into making content. If you have questions or concerns, drop them down below. I would love to talk to you guys. Let me know what you guys think about Shadowlands. I'd love to hear it. I want to go back, and I think I'm going to go back, so expect Shadowlands content very soon. Hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you guys at the next video.